Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild with another early access look at the brand new reserve, Mississippi Acres Preserve. And today we're actually going to take a look at the whitetail hunting because I know a lot of you are curious about what the whitetail hunting is like, and I've had some pretty good success on it. Now this will definitely not be a guide of any sort, but I will kind of show off what I've found so far about the whitetail. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. We do have a level 3 somewhere over here that I just spotted. I gotta figure out where it was though, because I actually lost track of where I saw it. I think it's right there. I think that is the herd right there. So let's try to get them close and then we'll take it out. It looked to be a pretty big one. I think it's probably gonna be a diamond, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, there is one of the does. I have not seen our level 3 buck yet, but it is somewhere around her probably, if I were to take a guess. I think it's attracted to the call, but because there's water, it's having issues getting over here. That looks like our buck. Oh yeah, that definitely is. That is our big level 3 right there. 261 to 302. That is a pretty large estimate, and yeah, it's a guaranteed diamond with that estimate. That's pretty impressive. Let's go ahead and try to take this thing out. And just like that, it is on the ground, and you guys may notice that I am using the 7mm Empress. They did recently add some of the console exclusive skins to PC with this update, and if you guys are wanting a good look at those, I will be putting a video out about them probably later today. I honestly don't know what order I'm gonna upload things in, but there will be a video eventually on the channel looking at all the gun skins that were finally made available to PC players. But there is that absolutely giant whitetail. What a beauty. That is a really good looking buck. Probably one of the bigger ones that we've killed in a little while. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. 270-230. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. That is a massive whitetail deer. Such a giant. And that's a pretty good way to start a video out, I'd say. This is one of my biggest deer of all time ever since they changed the scoring on the whitetail to be a little bit lower than it used to be. 270-230 is my second biggest ever since they made that change. That is really nice. Now this will by no means be all of the zones that I have found on Mississippi Acres so far, so this is by no means a guide, but I did want to real quickly show you guys a map of all the whitetail zones that I've currently found here on Mississippi Acres. Like I was saying, I will do a guide for them eventually once I learn more about all their locations, but as of the last few days of playing this reserve, this is what I've found zone-wise for the whitetail deer. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the zones I have been finding. They're in pretty good spots for the most part, so it honestly shouldn't be too impossible to grind for the great one on this map. Well, there's our buck right there. I think he's behind them as far as I can tell. Actually, no, he's kind of sandwiched in the middle, so we should actually be able to get this shot in on him. There we go, we got that buck down. I believe he's the only buck in this zone, so we don't have to worry about getting any others. And also, for any of you curious where we shot that diamond, it was over at this lake right here. This is the zone we took it out of. This has been a pretty good lake for me. Definitely enjoy hunting those lakes, and then we're currently at these lakes down here. These are also pretty good for whitetail. There is that little buck. Let's go ahead and grab this dude. 195.60, so it is a gold, which is nice. Let's hopefully find ourselves some other good-sized whitetail deer over at one of these other lakes. Well, we got a couple bucks right there. That guy's definitely a decent one, so I think he's going to be our target. Let's get a shot into him. And yeah, he went down super fast. That is one of the great things about the 7mm. It does pretty good against whitetail deer. I just wish it was not a single shot rifle. Let's put one into that guy as well. Not going to drop him, but he will go down eventually. And to finish things off, let's get this guy right here. And I think that should be pretty much everything we can take out at this lake. I believe this right here is the smaller of those bucks that we took out. Yeah, this guy is definitely the smallest of them. Level 1, 131.50, so nothing too crazy. Still a buck, though. Let's go get the other ones, though, because we do have a pretty good 85 to 100 whitetail down on the opposite side of this lake. I believe this is our good buck. Yeah, this definitely is. A 235.60, that's a very solid whitetail deer. And then we did shoot one other as it was running off, but I doubt we got any type of vital lung at all, or vital organ at all. But I'm really not sure. Maybe we did. We'll take a quick look around and see if we can find some blood. Well, there it is. We found that other buck. I don't think this one was nearly as good. Yeah, it definitely wasn't. Still not bad. It's a solid whitetail. 180, 210, not quite gold rating, but we did completely ruin it, so it wouldn't have made gold regardless. But not a bad buck. You know, one thing that's kind of crazy is you can hunt gators while you're hunting whitetail in a lot of these areas, and that's a mythical gator right there. That gator has actually eluded me twice now. I've tried to take a shot at it. Both times I hit it, but it didn't really do anything to it. With the gators, you really have to aim for the brain or the neck, or else you don't really have any chance of taking them down quickly. And a lot of times, if they make it to the water before they die, then it's all over. You'll never see them again. So you do want to take shots when they're on the shore. And the reason I mention gators is because a lot of these areas that you hunt the whitetail, you will have gators as well, so you can get both of them down at the same time. Grind both species at once, and it'll save you a bit of time. Hunt your whitetail and then get the opportunity gator kills whenever they come along. It can be pretty good. Well, I was going to hunt the herd of whitetail that typically drink along this river at this zone, but they did not want to stay here, it looks like. It seems they left their zone a little bit early, which is kind of unfortunate, but I guess because of that, let's go ahead and take a look at a crazy moment that happened to me when I was hunting whitetail for the first time on this map. Because I had probably my most incredible whitetail hunting moment ever in this game, and in fact probably one of my favorite moments of all time playing Call of the Wild. And it was just incredible the way that it unraveled, and also the way that things finished. It was just incredible, and I cannot wait for you guys to see this as well. So let's go ahead and show that real quickly, because it was probably the most insane moment I've ever had hunting whitetail deer. So this is the moment where we first laid eyes on our first deer that we're going to be looking at, and our second one, and our third, and if you look closely, there was also a fourth. Now this was by far the most rares and a diamond potential that I've ever seen in one area. I was in a lot of disbelief when I first spotted them. I was thinking to myself, are they overspawning? Is there too many of them? And no, this is the only time I've found this happen on this map. So I guess it was just some insanely lucky initial spawns, but we went ahead and took out that diamond potential level 2, and unfortunately was not able to get a shot on that piebald, so I had to let it walk on. Shortly after, I decided that we should probably try and get that albino down. However, I made the mistake of taking a moving shot, and I really regret doing that. We did manage to sneak a shot into the piebald right after though, so we at least got one of them. I immediately opened up the map to see if they were going to die, and yeah, one of them did end up dying, and it just happened to be the piebald. Unfortunately, that albino did not die, and this level 2 didn't make diamond either, so that was a bit unfortunate. However, things only get better from here. We got another opportunity to take out this albino. Unfortunately, with the spot that he was in, I hit a tree or something. I'm really not sure, to be honest, but we ended up missing him. I'm honestly kind of glad that we did though, because that led us to quite an incredible moment here in a bit. But first we had to go over and grab that piebald, so we decided to pick it up. It was a pretty small one, but it was at least a decent looking rack for being as small as it was. And when it comes to this next part of the video, I think it's best that we kind of just let the video speak for itself. So what we're gonna do is cut the music. And also, I'm going to stop the commentary right here, because this is a moment where I feel like you really just need to take in everything that's happening, because this was quite an incredible place to encounter this albino buck. And after seeing that, I hope you guys understand why this is probably the most crazy whitetail moment I've ever had, and the reason why this is probably going to be my favorite map to hunt whitetail. Being able to take out that albino in such a beautiful forest just really immersed me and made me feel like I was actually out there hunting. It was just such a cool moment. As you see, I tried to take the piebald right here, and I tried to do the 22 trick with the 22 Hornet. Can confirm, doesn't work, so yeah. Not really something that you can do, but that is a beautiful piebald buck, and on that note, I think we'll go ahead and end it. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell, and yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!